Hello everyone, and welcome to the ABACUS instructional video series. The topic of this video is timesheets. The intent of this training is to both ensure you know how and when to properly fill out your ABACUS timesheet and provide you a reference in case you need to review our timesheet procedures. Remember, it's a federal requirement that you complete your timesheet, and you must take this action daily. So let's get started. The timekeeping system is called Springahead. You will receive an email with a link to the Springahead Time application website and a link to set up your initial password. It will already have your login name, your company name, and it's a good idea to bookmark this link for future use. Be careful as you type in your password that there are no constraints on login attempts. However, your password requirements are: Number 1, minimum length of 6 characters. Number 2, at least 1 letter. Number 3, at least 1 number. And you do have the option of choosing Forgot Password if needed. Let's take a look at how to enter time in the Springahead Time application. Using the link provided in the email, navigate to the Springahead Time application in your browser. You should see the ABACUS Solutions group in the company box and your login name. Add your password and select the Login button. After you log into Springahead, your view is the My Time Summary page. You may see the following tabs: Time, Expense, Approval, Review, Company, Reports. Click on the Time tab. You will see different views: List, Day, Week, Month. However, you must add time only in the Week view. So click on Week. Once you do, you will see a drop-down box with several selectable fields. Project Type is where you select your charge codes, task, and hours. There is no action to do in task. So start with Project Type. Click and hold your mouse button down for a brief moment to view the code you are authorized to use. Select one. When you do, please note that your selection automatically fills the task box. For this demonstration, we selected FLETC. For training purposes, we have selected the week of April 10 through 16, which covers 2 separate pay periods. Remember, the week view always starts on Saturday and ends on Friday. Please pay particular attention when filling out the week view to ensure you do not fill out Saturday or Sunday hours unless you work Saturday and/or Sunday. Go ahead and fill in your hours. We've put 8 hours for this example from Monday through Friday. And you can add notes if you think that would be helpful to explain the time card entry. If you are logging approved leave without pay hours, you only do that in the notes section. In this example, we are logging 8 hours of leave without pay on April 14. Thus, no regular hours will be logged on the 14th. Now click Save. Because April 16th falls in the next pay period, you will now see that the 8 hours for April 16th has been automatically separated on a separate line. You then click on Save. If you are taking CTO, you must log both worked and CTO hours if both apply to that day. Once you add your hours, in this case 4 on April 12th and 4 in the CTO project type, to equal 8, be sure and hit Save or your data will be lost. To add more multiple charge codes to the same day, please select the next blank project type field again. Remember, the total number of hours you are authorized, for example 8 hours, must equal 8 hours for each day to include any authorized leave without pay hours. You are required to log your hours daily, and you must submit your time at the end of each pay period. When you are ready to submit your timesheet, do the following. If you see a reason for changes notification, please be sure you type in the reason for the changes. Click Save. Go to the Submit All button at the lower left corner of the screen and click it. Once you have submitted, you will see Pending Approval. If you want to ensure your timesheet has been submitted, return to the week view for the week you submitted, and you should see the words Pending Approval on the right side. Once you submit, you might see a different view like this one. You are now ready to fill out your next timesheet. So please go back to the week view and start the process over. Well done! Your timesheet has been submitted for approval. Be sure to log out when you are finished. Now that you have seen how to fill out the timesheet, we have several important reminders. Remember, no more than 8 hours can be added per day unless you work an approved alternate schedule. You must account for all your scheduled hours daily. Work 8 hours, account for 8 hours. If you normally work 10, you must account for 10. This can be an accumulation of hours worked, CTO, bereavement, etc. Log hours daily. If you have a second timesheet with a prime company or the government, make sure your worked hours match your ABACUS timesheet exactly to the second decimal point on a daily and total basis. If you were using a CTO, please follow the guidelines provided in our CTO policy in our employee handbook. CTO, holiday, bereavement, jury duty are only logged on your ABACUS timesheet. On the prime or government timesheet, you only log hours worked. If you need to take leave without pay, your PM must approve this request. Let me stress this. You only log hours you worked on your prime and government timesheet. On your ABACUS timesheet, you log everything. Here are the reasons your timesheet can be rejected from your supervisor. 1. ABACUS timesheet worked hours do not match prime or government timesheet. 2. You have not accounted for all the hours in your normal day. 3. You have accounted for hours in the wrong charge code. 4. You have not accounted for holiday hours correctly. Contact our office for assistance, 719-687-4311. Make sure you check your email every day for communications from ABACUS. Thanks for viewing the video.